What is up, guys? It is Jed Wrestling here, back again with another video. And today we have the WWE Ringside Collectibles exclusive Defining Moments Jey Uso action figure. I cannot wait to get this thing open. I ordered this around like September or October a couple months ago, and the pre-order is finally coming in today. This based off of 2024 last year when he won the Intercontinental Championship from Braun Breaker in the cotton candy, like blue and pink attire, and we're finally seeing it here in the Defining Moments line. There is another figure in the series with this Jey Uso. It's kind of like an ROH debut looking CM Punk. But back to the Jey Uso, you can see the Ringside Collectibles exclusive patch on the front of the box, of course, signifying that it is exclusive to Ringside Collectibles. That's the only place you can get this. It says Jey Uso up there. You can see a Jey Uso on the side, looking like a stud with the Intercontinental Championship. I love this defining moment style packaging, man. It's so nostalgic seeing it back in the line. Mattel, please keep the defining moments coming. On the back, you can see Jey Uso with the Intercontinental Championship making his entrance. So that this might have been like a week after he won the title or something. And then you can see a read up on Jey Uso on the back, which if you want to pause to read it, you can very much do that. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the Jey Uso right now. 4 letters, one word. Yeet. Making the mock collectors cringe here, but if you see this box that I ripped up, you can see a Jey Uso logo on the inside. I'm gonna see if there's a way that I can save that, but here is the defining moments Jey Uso in the plastic. Let's get it out right now and look at the accessories. Into the accessories for your main event, Jey Uso. He is coming with a lot. First of all, I want to look at these interchangeable hands. He does have the open palm ricochet style hands, which are going to be used for the yeeting hands with this figure. Although I do prefer the you can't see me style yeet hands, like the John Cena hands that come with some of the other Jey Usos. I definitely prefer these type of hands over the open palm ricochet ones, but they're all right, I guess. He comes with some microphone holding hands. That's something I find weird. He doesn't have any tape on his fingers, which is pretty unusual for the Jey Uso figures, but it's not that big of a deal. And these interchangeable hands are really awesome, dude. You got the foam finger yeet hands, which are made of plastic. But what you do, these little hands down here don't come out, but it's supposed to look like you put the hands on the Jey Uso figure, and it's supposed to look like that he has the foam hands on, which I think is so cool. You can have him eating like that on your display. That's definitely how I'm going to display this Jey Uso. That is absolutely awesome. The foam yeet hands. I remember Pat McAfee used to use these a lot back like last year. So there's a really cool detail how they were able to include those with the Jey Uso. We are going to be seeing this Yeet jacket right here. So he's got the pink Yeet across the front, got a white zipper, some more white designs. And then on the back, you can see a pink palm tree. And then where it buckles up back here, there's 3 buckles on the vest. Very easy to buckle in and then take back off. So don't worry about it being too stiff back here like some jackets. That's like some jackets tend to be. You can easily take it off of your Jey Uso. He does come with these pink Yeet glasses. These are the first Yeet glasses that I'm ever getting with the Jey Uso. They're absolutely awesome. I love the pink. You can see it says Yeet on the front. Although one thing I want to point out, when you buy Yeet glasses on WWE Shop, they don't actually say Yeet on them. They're just like plain old glasses, which I think that's something they should sort out soon with the actual like replica Yeet glasses. But these with the action figure are really cool. And then we are seeing the new style of Intercontinental Championship. This is what I'm pretty sure is the first figure we're seeing with the new blue in the center. And honestly, this design is trash, man. Like it's better than this design. Like this design is truly abysmal without the blue in the center. I think the blue makes it stand out a little bit more, but I don't know. I just never liked this design for the Intercontinental Championship. You can see the Jey Uso side plates on the front on the side, which are cool. But I don't know. I feel like we need a new Intercontinental Championship design in the actual WWE. I'm not really the kind of guy who's just like, oh, let's bring everything back the way it used to be. Let's just have 2015 and 2025. I'm not really like that kind of wrestling fan, but I do think they should like remaster the old white strap Intercontinental Championship version, like modernize it a little bit more for the Intercontinental Championship, or just think of a better design, man, because this it's just too generic to me. I've never liked this championship, but it is cool to get it with the Jey Uso side plates. But there's your accessories for the defining moments, Jey Uso. Here's the Yeet Man in the flesh, the defining moments Jey Uso. Starting off with this head sculpt, I like the idea for this head sculpt with the screaming facial expression, and I do think it looks like Jey Uso, especially when you put the glasses on. Like when you put the glasses on this head sculpt, it is a little bit hard. They do want to slip off a little bit, at least on my copy. But when you have them on good, that definitely looks like Jey Uso. That looks good. But I don't know. I feel like without the glasses, this head sculpt is just okay. Like I said, I like the idea, but I feel like it's a little big. The mouth. I don't really think it's an issue with the mouth. I think it's just that the head is too big. I don't know. I feel like every time I look at this head sculpt, I just notice something else about it. Like it just looks cartoony. I like how they have the hair in the back because most of the time on your Jey Uso figures, it's going to be like the clump of hair on the back of his head. And I just don't think that looks realistic. But this definitely looks more realistic because like when he's wrestling, the hair's gonna be hanging free. It's not gonna be like in this weird like tie up in the back or whatever they're trying to replicate there. I do like the hair on this head sculpt better. I just think it's a little bit big. All the tattoo detail is on fleek for Jey Uso. You can see both pec tattoos on both his left and right pecs. You got the palm tree tattoos on the side of his ribs and the big back tattoo, like the big like shield on Jey Uso's back. Really, really cool. I can only imagine how painful this tattoo was to get, but it does look really awesome. You can see the tattoo detail going down his left arm, and then on his right arm, the tattoo detail gets cut off by the yeet sleeve. Then you can see a little bit of it at the bottom, a little bit of it at the bottom with the right wrist tape. Moving down to the attire, the main reason why I wanted this Jey So this attire is absolutely awesome and very anticipated attire that I've wanted from Mattel for a long time. I got the light blue going on. Very, very awesome. I love light blue, if you guys didn't know. It's like one of my favorite colors. So yes, this is absolutely awesome. I got the white pockets on the back, says Yeet, a pink palm tree over here. This is so clean, man. I cannot wait to get all the accessories on it. It's gonna look even better. Got the white shoes at the bottom with a little pink stripe on the top of his sock, which also looks really clean. This attire is just very, very awesome, and I might want to put a different head sculpt on it because I do have a couple of spare Jey Uso head sculpts that I could put on this figure, like a couple extra of those like smiling ones that came with the Elite 114. But overall, this figure is near perfection, man. Let's get some of the accessories on it right now. Here is Jey Uso with all of his accessories on. Looks very, very awesome. You can see the vest, the Intercontinental Championship, the foam hands, the glasses. This just looks absolutely awesome, and I highly, highly recommend this Jey Uso if you did not pre-order it. As for comparisons, I do want to get the OTC Roman Reigns in here, and I also want to get his older brother, Large Jimmy Uso. Yeah, these three look very awesome next to each other. Got the OG bloodline here with the Usos and Roman. Of course, they just competed in War Games along with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk against the Vision. And now the Usos are going to be moving into the tag team division, which is definitely the right decision. I hope to see the Usos win the tag titles again soon. And of course, for our other comparison, we have every Jey Uso action figure in my collection. This now means I have 8 Jey Uso figures, which is pretty crazy. I did not realize I had that many Jey Usos. But if you look at the new defining moments, I don't know if you can pick this up on camera, but the head sculpt that I swapped onto it does sit pretty high on the neck peg. You probably can't tell much on camera. It's definitely way worse in person. I did get it from the basic, the white and gold basic over here. But if you want to do that head swap, I don't really recommend it. I recommend maybe using like a different Jey Uso head sculpt. But I guess the Screaming head sculpt is pretty good. I mean, if it wasn't so big, it'd probably be perfect. But yeah, I do love this Defining Moments Jey Uso, and I highly recommend it if you haven't pre-ordered it already. If you haven't pre-ordered it already, I do feel bad for you because I feel like this one is going to be pretty sought after. But yes, I do highly recommend sparing no expense on this Jey Uso. Yeet. This Jey Uso figure is freaking awesome, man. My final rating for this figure is going to be a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's near perfection. The only point 0.5 that gets chopped off is because of the head sculpt. I really am not a fan of the head sculpt that much. It might grow on me. I know I was kind of crapping on this championship, but that was a criticism towards WWE as a whole, not necessarily at this figure. And I think for the representation of everything here, Mattel did a very good job with this Jey Uso figure. I believe it's still available on it's still in stock on Ringside Collectibles if you guys want to grab it. Although it's probably not going to be there for long, so be sure to hop over there quickly if you want this main event Jey Uso. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd also greatly appreciate it if you were to smash a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. But yes, Jed Wrestling out. Yeet.